Welcome to Point to Point channel. So today I will discuss about the differences between cascading versus orphan removal. So in this demo I'm going to cover what exactly cascading and what is the recommended approach for cascading and what's the use of this orphan removal attribute and the differences between cascading versus orphan removal. Okay, yeah, without wasting time, let's jump into the coding part. Yeah, so just some time before I have created a demo project for this particular video. Okay, so here if you see, let me walk through the code here. So here if you see cascade versus orphan removal. Okay, so I have considered two entities for this particular demo. So customer and the second one is the loan. Okay, so here if you see customer is a parent entity and loan is a child entity. So in order to demonstrate these particular differences between cascading versus orphan removal, so I have just chosen these two entities. So basically these two entities uh, are associated with each other. What you say, one to many and many to one bidirectional association. So here if you see, one customer can have multiple loans and multiple loans can be associated to a single customer. So here if you see, as part of this uh, so I just annotated with at the rate one to many. Here if you see, I just passed cascade is equal to cascade type dot all, mapped by equal to this customer, fetch is equal to fetch type dot lazy, and orphan removed equal to true. Okay, so obviously since one customer can have multiple loans or many loans, I just have a list of loans over here. Okay, so similarly here if you see, this is a customer. Obviously many loans can be associated with a single customer, so we have this particular code snippet. So we have annotated with at the rate many to one, and here if you see, fetch is equal to fetch type dot lazy. So this is the what do you say, a brief explanation about these two entities. Okay, uh, so now if you see the repositories, nothing, so this repository is for the customer. This is for loan repository. Okay, for loan operations. Okay, so this is a just a utility class. So just to overcome the lazy initialization exception, I have written this particular class. So I will go through this class after some time. Okay, so this is just a main class in which we have a main method. Okay, nothing fancy. Okay, so here if you see, we have a resources application dot properties. Okay, so here I just maintained a MySQL database related data source properties. That's it. Okay, and this is just a test case just to demonstrate the differences between cascading versus orphan removal. Okay, so this is a just a high level code walkthrough of my what do you say, project. Okay, so let me close all these classes. Okay, so so I will I will explain once again. So here both customer and loans are associated with each other, one to many bidirectional association. Here if you see, we have mapped by also. This is important, mapped by equal to customer. So by that way, internally it will create two tables. One is customer table and the second table is loan table. So with the help of this mapped by equal to customer, so we are going to have what do you say, a foreign key column within the loan table with the name customer underscore ID. That's it. So we are not going to have a third table, that is customer underscore loans in this case. Okay. So note down this point. Okay. So here I have added cascade and as well as orphan removal also. So and also note down one more point. I haven't added cascading at what you say, loan side. So um, yeah. Um, so what is cascading here? So cascading in the sense, whenever whenever you do any type of operation, that means persisting, merging and removal, any type of operation on any entity, either it could be a parent entity or a child entity. So if you perform the operation on what you say, in any entity, then its associated child records are also what you say, getting reflected with the same operation. So that's nothing but a cascading. So, so let me frame the same sentence in a different way. So let's assume if you save a parent entity record, okay, then internally it will save its associated child records also. So you no need to save child records separately. The only thing what we need to do is just we need to form that association before saving, okay, between parent and child. So just apply the cascade is equal to cascade type dot or cascade type dot persist at the parent entity side. Just save the parent entity record. Internally, it will take care of the saving operation even for the child entity records also, right? So the same thing will be applicable vice versa. Okay, even from the child entity side also, and uh, and similarly, if you remove the parent entity record, I mean, what you say? First, it will delete its child entity records and followed by the parent entity record. So this is nothing but a cascading. So that means you are cascading that particular operation from parent entity to child entity side or child to parent entity side. Okay. So this is nothing but a cascading. So um, so here I will. So in order to demonstrate, let me insert few records. So before that, let me see in the database. Do we have any tables? Yeah, we have two tables. I'm just dropping these tables. Yeah, I just dropped these two tables. Now, if you see, I'm just running this particular test case. Here I will show you. So yeah, I have written this piece of code within the separate class lazy testing. Here I just annotated this particular piece of code with the transactional annotation. So here nothing fancy. I mean, I'm just creating two sets of records. So this is first set and this is second set. So here if you see, I mean, I just created a customer record, that is a parent entity record, and here if you see, I mean, so I just attached this particular customer to all these loans. That means this customer has three loans: personal loan, home loan, and gold loan are linked to this particular customer. Since it is a bidirectional association, I am what you say, I'm just adding all these the list of loans to this particular customer, right here. If you see this particular statement, so we need to do this bidirectional association. That means we need to attach customer to loan and as well as the list of loans to customer also, right? So here if you see, I'm just saving a this particular customer, right? The same thing I'm doing for the second set also. So yeah, test case is passed. Now let's examine the database. Here if you see, I'm just refreshing. Obviously you will see the two tables over here. Yeah, customer and loan. Okay, so this is a loan. Okay, I'm just refreshing. Yeah, I'm just refreshing. Here you can see there are total 5 loan records. First three records are linked to this particular customer whose ID is 1, and loan IDs 4 and 5 are linked to the second customer, that is whose ID is 2. Okay, here if you see, we have two customers, okay, whose ID is 1 and 2, right? So far so good. So now we have created a record successfully. Now if I mean, I want to demonstrate about the cascading operation. Okay, so here um, yeah, so here okay, let me go back once. Okay, so here if you see, um, yeah, so we are saving only customer record. We are saving only customer record. Here you can see customer one only. We are not saving loan records like for example, loan repository dot save of personal loan, loan repository dot save of home loan. We are not at all doing actually. But even then, internally, Hibernate has created a loan records, right? Here you can see it has created 5 loan records. So you have saved only customer record. Okay, but internally what Hibernate has done, Hibernate has saved this particular customer record along with its loan records also. So that's because of cascading. So here if you see, here you applied this particular, right, I mean cascade is equal to cascade type dot all. Okay, that's because of this particular attribute. So I mean, what you say, if you I mean if you save the customer record, so Hibernate has taken care of its associated child records also. That means a list of loan records are also happily getting saved into the database without saving the loan records explicitly. So that means in the same call, both the customer and loan records are getting saved. So that's the beauty of cascading. So here if you see, you can see so many things. Here you can see all, okay, detach, merge, persist. Okay, so all these operations, can be applied for cascading operation. Okay, so I just mentioned all. Okay, if you want to do only persist operation, you can give only persist. If you are interested only remove operation, you can give only remove. So I just gave all here. Okay, so now let's do the delete operation also here. Okay, so delete operation here if you see, yeah, let me run this particular test case. Okay, yeah, so here if you see now, I'm just deleting a customer record whose ID is 2. So this customer has basically two loans. Here if you see, this customer has two loans. Yeah, here you can see, 2 are linked to this 4 and 5. That means loan 4 and loan 5 are linked to this particular customer, right? Here you can see bike loan and car loans. These two are linked to this particular customer. So now I'm deleting the customer itself. Here if you see in the customer record, we do have two records, right? 1 and 2. So now I'm about to delete the second customer. So obviously what Hibernate does, Hibernate will delete this particular second customer and its associated loan records also. That means 4 and 5 will be deleted shortly. Yeah, so test case is passed. Okay. uh, oh sorry, test case is failed. Passed. Yeah, yeah, sorry, test case is failed. um, okay, 1 second. Spring boot orphan removal does not delete. Okay, so what happened? Okay, so okay, customer dot is present. Okay, yeah. So I have done the mistake here. If you see, I am just deleting the customer record whose ID is 2, but I am just fetching the record customer record whose ID is 1. Basically, obviously, it's a wrong, right? I mean, I am supposed to fetch customer record whose ID is 2, right? Here, what I am doing, obviously, if I delete the second customer, so that second customer will be deleted and it will return the false. By that way, test case will be passed, right? So earlier I was doing some mistake by passing customer ID as 1. Now let me re-execute the same test case once again. So this time it will be passed. It will take a while, so just bear with me. So out of 5 records, uh, fourth and fifth record will be deleted, and here the second customer also will be deleted. Why? Because we are deleting a second customer. Okay. Yeah. So just bear with me. So here, suppose if you don't maintain a cascading, what will happen? So in that case, what happens? I mean, uh, see here, I mean, you are deleting only customer, right? So then it will throw the exception like a foreign key constraint violation exception. That means database will not allow you to delete only the parent record. So it will warn you to delete its associated child records first, then delete this parent record. So something like that, it will give some kind of exception, foreign key constraint violation exception, right? So now if you maintain a cascading operation, internally it will take care, like internally it will first delete its child records only, followed by its parent record, right? So yeah, so what happened, this test case is failed once again. Okay. uh, Empty resolution, one second, sorry, empty result data access exception. So no class com dot examples dot entity dot customer entity with id 2 exists. Oh, what happened? Okay, I guess. Oh, okay, this record got deleted. Okay, oh, okay, okay. So this got deleted, right? Okay, this got deleted. So okay, so number 2 got deleted. Now optional of customer dot is present. Okay, so here with id 2 exists. So test case is failed. Okay, so Yeah, it is saying, I mean, obviously, okay, maybe prior to the execution itself, hopefully this record might got deleted, I guess. Okay, so um, one second. So let me drop this and freshly execute this particular test case once again. Yeah, so I'm just rerunning the insertion of record once again. Uh, so just bear with me. Will take a moment. So once we insert the records freshly, then again we will re-execute this particular test case. So here nothing fancy. I mean, I'm just deleting a record, customer record whose ID is true. Then again, immediately I'm fetching that particular record. So obviously, I mean that's it. That's a optional, right? I mean, we can cross check whether it is present or not with the help of this is present. Okay. So still it's running. Yeah, test case is passed. So this time, yeah. So here I'm just refreshing. Yeah, we do have 5 records this time. Yeah. So again, I have inserted. That's it. Nothing fancy. We do have 2 records. Okay. Now I'm just deleting this particular test case once again. So this time, hopefully, it would pass. See, here, if you observe here, we are not maintaining any transaction. So that means, so for example, if we delete this record and if something goes wrong in this assertion operation, okay, so that deletion of operation will not be reverted back. Why? Because we haven't enclosed this particular piece within the transaction. So that's why it got messed up last time. Okay. So here now, if you see now the test case is passed. So as I said, test case is passed. So last time, I mean, some time back, I mean, it got messed up. Okay, see. So here, if you see, the second record got deleted successfully, and its associated child records, the fourth and fifth also got deleted. Yes, yeah. So now, so far, so good. Okay, now let me explain about the orphan removal. What is orphan removal in the sense? Okay, so see now we have deleted a parent record whose customer ID is true. Then parent record got deleted and its associated loan records are also got deleted. Now I have a new requirement. See, I don't want to delete the parent record. I want to delete its child records only. Okay. Or I want to delete a specific child record of a parent, or I want to delete all child records of a parent. Okay. If we have such kind of requirement, okay, so then what we need to do, we need to add this orphan removal equal to true to this at the rate one to many annotation. So this is kind of one more attribute. So orphan removal equal to true in the sense, what is orphan? So shortly we are going to disassociate the relation between customer and the loan, right? So then as soon as you disassociate, the loan will become orphan, right? Why? Because the loan is not linked to any parent, right? So since it is an orphan, now what we are saying, any orphan related records, just remove it. That is orphan removal equal to true. So that's what we are going to see. Now if you see the first scenario, what I'm doing, i'm going to uh, I'm going to delete a specific customer record. Here, let me show you here what I'm doing. See, customer repository find by id of 1. Okay, so first customer has 3 loans. Obviously, here you see, out of 3 loans, I'm just filtering to find out the third loan. Here you can see nothing, stream dot filter of whose id is 3. So that particular loan record I just fetched. Okay, so this particular loan record I want to delete. Okay, I don't want to delete all 3 records. I want to delete only one single record whose id is 3 of a first customer. So now if you see, customer dot get loans dot remove of this particular loan I just passed here. That's it. So then what happens internally, if you see? So I mean, internally it will disassociate. That means a third loan which is linked to the first customer will be no more linked to this customer one. So we have just disconnected that particular linking. So as soon as that is disassociated because of that orphan removal equal to true, it will simply delete that particular record. So now third loan record will be deleted from the database. So now that there will be only, I mean, first customer has from now onwards only two loans. Okay, so here you can see now we have three loan records, see, three records will be disappeared as soon as I refresh. Yeah, see, here you can see, and still we have this particular customer here. See, customer is intact, customer record is intact, nothing is happened. We just removed the third loan of first customer. That's it. So now here if you see, still customer has two loans. Okay, so here I want to delete that remaining two loans also for the same customer. Okay, so here if you see, same customer again I am fetching. Now this time what I am doing, customer dot get loans dot clear. Clear in the sense I am just disassociating the remaining two loans also with its parent. That means loan one is not getting linked to the its parent, that is customer one. Similarly, loan two is also not getting linked in with its parent, right? So those two will become orphans. Okay, so then with the help of orphan removal equal to true, those two also will be deleted from the database. Okay, see test case is passed. Now let's examine the database. Here as soon as I refresh, both will get deleted. Here you can see, yeah. So but this record will be intact, nothing will happen. Yeah, so that's the beauty of orphan removal. Okay, so for example, if you want to delete first record of its loans list, okay, here something you need to do like this: customer dot get loans dot remove of 0, something like this. So what it does, it will get the loans list. So out of that list of loans, it will just delete the first loan record. Okay, if you have any specific loan record, then in that case you need to pass like this. Okay, if you want to delete all the loan records of that specific customer, you need to clear this one. So this is the functionality of orphan removal. Okay, I'm just commenting this particular line. So let's recap what we have discussed so far. Okay, so here we just discussed two concepts. One is called cascading and second one is orphan removal. So here if you see what is cascading, whenever we do any operation such as persist, merge, detach, remove or whatever on parent entity, then the same operation will be executed even for its associated child records also and vice versa. Okay, so now I mean for this particular demo I have chosen this one to many bidirectional association. So as I explained in my previous videos, it is highly recommended to keep cascading only at the parent entity side. So that is wherever you keep at the rate one to many, better maintain cascading at that side only. So and do not keep at the opposite side, that is child entity side, wherever you have at the rate many to one. Okay, so of course if you have a unidirectional association, then in that case you can keep cascading at child entity side also, that too only for saving operation, not for removal operation. Okay, so here if you see now, if the second concept, orphan removal. So what is orphan removal in the sense, if you want to disassociate the child records association with the parent table and thereby delete the child records too from the child table, okay, for a specific parent id, then we need to add orphan removal equal to true to at the rate one to many. So that's what we have gone through just some time before. Yeah, so this is just a high level differences between the cascading functionality versus orphan removal equal to true. So there is no confusion over here. Yeah, if you really like my video, just like and share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.